Let me ask you a question. You talk about how we need to, improve the performance in the networks because we're basically resource limited. There's just so much capacity you have no matter what. But we're gonna have 5G. We're gonna have all the different brands. We're gonna have as much capacity as we want. Does this mean that in the long term we don't have to deal with this anymore?
So you're looking at me, so I'm assuming that's for me.
That's for you.
I've been
I've
in broadband networking technologies for about 25 years in my career. I've been hearing that every 3 or 4 years, the next generation technology is going to come along, it's going to solve the problem. We had ISDN, and we had dial-up, and then we were going to get ADSL, and we were going to get fiber to the home. The reality is that the way subscribers behave, they find ways to consume the bits that you give them. And that's always been the case, and I don't see that changing. Virtual reality, high definition television, 4K television, it goes on and on. So from where I sit, 5G, looking forward to the technology as a user, but the consumer base, the subscriber base will find a way, find applications to use those bits. They have done historically, and they will continue to do that going forward.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I completely agree. We're at the bottom of our heart, we're a little bit greedy. So, which is a good thing for mobile operators because if there was no greed, there would be not much of a profit opportunity there. Now, back to you. It was very interesting to listen to your take on voice over LTE, the new kid on the block, which is like, well, that's very interesting. But for a mobile operator, when they want to understand obviously how the performance is on the VoLTE on their network, but for competitive reasons, they also want to understand how OTT is working on their network. So how do they do that? So that they want to have it basically side to side. Is there a different way to measure OTT voice over IP quality from VoLTE?
There is a common set of KPIs and ways you measure it. You want to measure it, as I said, in the field actively to understand it. Things like drive testing, virtual drive testing of the services, so you can compare them side by side with each other. Especially if which many carriers are now doing, is also offering voice over Wi-Fi as a service, and understand how that compares with it as well. So we see that as a key theme that most carriers need to do to understand that relationship between them both. As I said, because the fundamental goal that the carrier is to persuade their users, why should I move to voice over LTE or why high definition voice? And we're probably as an industry, because it is in its infancy, we haven't really had the clear market. I mean, you probably know that new advanced voice services in terms of audio quality. The quality of this audio is stunning. It's like being in a cinema, in next generation cinema. But as an industry, we probably aren't getting that messaging out to the consumers yet, that type of offering is there. And although I was talking about voice over LTE, I mean, it's not just voice over LTE, it's video as well, voice over videos. And as we move towards IoT as well, we see the same dynamic happening. I mean, a lot of people are saying, it's new machines, why do I need to worry about quality? But interesting, as more mission-critical solutions move, machine-to-machine solutions appear, especially around the future of the autonomous car. Quality becomes a key criteria for it. So even in 5G, where we have the capacity, quality still is a key differentiator. A great example of this is one of their carrier in North America, a machine-to-machine device that's a tracking device that the company manufactures. It's a dog collar. And it's a wristband for your child. Now, they're exactly the same product. They look the same, they behave the same on the network, but they require completely different quality of service and a completely different quality of experience, because my network can't provide the quality for the dog collar. I get upset. I've maybe lost visibility of my dog for a minute. If I lose visibility of my child, or if my child goes into a lift and I can't see them anymore with my tracker, the quality of experience that I have is poor, and I'm very upset. So these are the challenges that we're starting to see across the new types of services that are starting to appear.
You have a question for the...
One more question. So
yes,
but as well, you mentioned in this presentation. So since one day everybody's talking about the video, and the assumption says 60% of the content is going to be it. So as well as it stated in your presentation, the traffic is moving to their side, encrypted side. So is it a kind of dilemma, or have you plan to solve this problem? So
For us, because of the way our product works, we see it as a great opportunity. Our tool works great with HTTPS. It was designed to work with HTTPS. We recognized that traffic was moving to HTTPS when we started the company. So the techniques we use doesn't modify the content. It doesn't re-encode the content. You can't do that because it's encrypted. But if you manage your network and manage that choke point, the cell, in a smart way, in the right way, and provide the bits to the services that need it at the time they need it, you can manage HTTPS, and that's what we're accomplishing in our deployments.
Good, it's good to hear as an operator, so that's going to solve our problems.
Very good. On this positive note, I'd like to thank you all for sharing your insight and for you guys to attend and listen to us. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, lunch is now being served in the restaurants located in Conference Village.